26 Nigerian pastors and what they did before their calling. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for your immense support so far. I'm indeed very grateful. Before they became renowned preachers, these 26 Nigerian pastors worked different paths. Some were engineers, teachers, soldiers, or even entertainers. In this video, we review the surprising jobs they did before answering the call to ministry. You'll never guess who once worked as a banker or sold bread on the streets. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. Before Pastor Chris Oyakhilome of Christ Embassy became one of Nigeria's most prominent televangelists, he studied architecture at the Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma, Edo State, Nigeria. While still a student, he founded a campus fellowship known as Youths for Christ, which eventually evolved into Christ Embassy. He had no substantial career outside ministry, having committed early to full-time preaching. His energetic style, youth-oriented appeal, and global healing crusades turned Christ Embassy into one of Nigeria's most international Pentecostal movements, with branches in over 100 countries. If you have watched this video to this point and you have not subscribed, please kindly like the video, subscribe to my channel, and drop a comment. Kindly also click on the bell icon so that when I post a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you. Pastor Ayo Oritsejafor. Ayo Oritsejafor of Word of Life Bible Church, who is affectionately called Papa Ayo, lived a modest life before entering ministry in the 1970s. After a personal salvation experience, he trained at both Nigerian Bible schools and Maurice Cyril's School of Ministry in the United States of America. In 1987, he founded Word of Life Bible Church in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. Known for both preaching, healing crusades, and a transformative message, he quickly rose to become one of the most influential pastors in Nigeria's South-South region. Pastor William Kumuyi. Before his transition into ministry, William Kumuyi of Deeper Life Bible Church was a distinguished academic. He graduated with a first-class honors degree in mathematics from the University of Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria, and later lectured at the University of Lagos, Akoka, Lagos, Nigeria. His quiet, disciplined lifestyle took a spiritual turn after a born-again experience in the 1970s. He began hosting small Bible study meetings that grew into the Deeper Life Bible Church, one of Nigeria's largest holiness-focused denominations, with global branches. Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo. Matthew Ashimolowo of Kingsway International Christian Center initially aspired to join the military, but later studied journalism. Raised in a Muslim family, his father's demise led to a significant spiritual shift. He enrolled in Bible school under the Foursquare Gospel Church. During a missionary trip to London in the 1990s, he felt led to start a ministry, which laid the foundation of Kingsway International Christian Center. The church became one of the largest Pentecostal congregations in the United Kingdom, especially amongst African immigrants. Pastor Taribo West. Before embracing full-time ministry, Taribo West of Shelter in the Storm Miracle Ministries was a celebrated professional footballer, playing for elite clubs such as AC Milan and Inter Milan, and representing Nigeria in international tournaments. Known for his unique hairstyles and fierce defense, Taribo West later retired and founded Shelter in the Storm Miracle Ministries in Lagos, Nigeria. His modest but growing church reflects his passion for spiritual leadership after a life on the football pitch. Pastor Tony Rapu. A trained medical doctor specializing in community health, Tony Rapu of this present house left clinical medicine to pursue ministry after witnessing how social issues were deeply tied to health problems. In 1996, he founded this present house in Lagos, Nigeria, a flagship church under the House of Freedom, catering to diverse groups such as urban professionals and recovering addicts. He also launched Freedom Foundation, a non-profit organization which addresses drug abuse, poverty, and prostitution. Pastor David Ibiyeomie. David Ibiyeomie of Salvation Ministries studied marketing, a discipline that later influenced his strategic approach to ministry. On April 13, 1997, he launched Salvation Ministries in Port Harcourt with just 34 attendees. Leveraging his marketing acumen, he grew the church into a mega church with over 30 branches. He also established the Word of Faith Bible Institute to train pastors and members, expanding his reach via media and outreach campaigns. Bishop Mike Okonkwo. Mike Okonkwo of the Redeemed Evangelical Mission (TREM) began his career in 1964 at the Nigerian Ports Authority and later transitioned to banking with African Continental Bank. After a personal encounter with Christ in 1970, he joined the United Church of Christ, rising from pastoral duties to evangelism. In 1981, he founded the Redeemed Evangelical Mission, which has since expanded to over 160 branches nationwide and abroad, focusing on holistic Christian empowerment. Prophet Chukwuemeka Cyril Ohanaemere. Before founding his church, Mountain of Holy Ghost Intervention and Deliverance Ministry, Chukwuemeka Cyril Ohanaemere, affectionately known as Odumeji, worked in leather trading and attempted a career in music. He dropped out of primary school and hustled in the markets of Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. In 2010, he launched the Mountain of Holy Ghost Intervention and Deliverance Ministry. His church became popular not through traditional means, but through viral videos, music, and celebrity patronage, earning him a following amongst Nigerian youths. Pastor Lazarus Muoka. Lazarus Muoka, of the Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement, began his adult life as a trader after moving to Lagos, Nigeria in 1975 from Imo State. Raised in a Catholic home, his spiritual journey changed dramatically in the 1990s following his personal challenges. In 2002, he claimed to have received a divine vision and went on to establish the Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement. The church grew from modest beginnings into a national phenomenon known for its public evangelism and distinctive uniforms. Pastor Tunde Bakare. A trained lawyer, Tunde Bakare of Citadel Global Community Church studied at the University of Lagos, Akoka, Lagos, Nigeria, and worked in several law firms before starting his own legal practice. He was also a legal advisor to the Deeper Life Bible Church, later becoming a pastor under Redeemed Christian Church of God, Model Parish. In 1989, he established the Latter Rain Assembly, now known as Citadel Global Community Church. Apart from ministry, he is known for political activism and ran as vice presidential candidate alongside Muhammadu Buhari in 2011. He has also unsuccessfully ran for Nigeria's presidency. Pastor Enoch Adeboye. Enoch Adeboye of Redeemed Christian Church of God, who is considered one of the most revered pastors in Nigeria and globally, came from humble beginnings in Ifewara, Osun State, Nigeria. A gifted student, he studied mathematics at the then University of Ife and later earned a PhD in applied mathematics from the University of Lagos, Akoka, Lagos, Nigeria. Before entering ministry, he lectured at both the University of Lagos and the University of Ilorin. His academic reputation was stellar, but in 1973, his life took a spiritual turn when he joined the Redeemed Christian Church of God under Pastor Josiah Akindayomi. Ordained in 1977, he became General Overseer in 1981. Under his leadership, Redeemed Christian Church of God expanded from a local church to a global network with tens of thousands of parishes in over 186 countries. His teachings on holiness, divine guidance, and evangelism remain central to the church's global influence. Bishop David Oyedepo. David Oyedepo of the Living Faith Church Worldwide, also known as Winners Chapel, began his career in architecture, studying at Kwara State Polytechnic and later obtaining a PhD in human development from then Honolulu University. His career path was originally focused on architectural design. However, a spiritual encounter in 1981 redirected his life. He founded Living Faith Church, also known as Winners Chapel, and was ordained by Pastor Enoch Adeboye in 1983. The ministry began in Kaduna State, Nigeria, and later relocated to Lagos, Nigeria. In 1999, he unveiled the Fifth Tabernacle, a 50,000-seat auditorium in Ota, Ogun State, Nigeria. David Oyedepo also founded Covenant University and Landmark University, making significant contributions to education. Today, Winners Chapel operates over 300 branches globally, and its teachings on prosperity and faith have made it one of the most influential ministries in Africa. Prophet T.B. Joshua. The late Prophet T.B. Joshua, founder of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, faced numerous challenges early in life. Financial hardship forced him to drop out of secondary school. He worked in poultry farms, street cleaning, and taught informally while pursuing evening classes. In 1987, he founded Synagogue Church of All Nations with just 8 members. Through alleged miraculous healings and prophecies, he gained national and international attention. His launch of Emmanuel TV took the ministry global, attracting visitors from around the world. By the early 2000s, Synagogue Church of All Nations had become a hub for spiritual tourism. Despite his controversial status, T.B. Joshua remained one of the most influential spiritual figures in Nigeria until his demise in 2021. Pastor Jerry Eze. Jerry Eze of Streams of Joy International studied history and international relations at the Abia State University, Uturu, Abia State, Nigeria, before full-time ministry. He worked as a communications specialist, holding roles with the United Nations Population Fund and World Bank HIV/AIDS project, where he managed media and advocacy campaigns. In 2011, he founded Streams of Joy International in Umuahia, Abia State, Nigeria. During the 2020 COVID-19 lockdown, he launched the New Season Prophetic Prayers and Declaration NSPPD on YouTube. The platform went viral, drawing global attention for its high-energy morning prayers. His catchphrase, "What God cannot do does not exist," became a rallying cry for millions. Streams of Joy now has branches in Nigeria and abroad, with a growing digital footprint. Pastor Paul Enenche. Paul Enenche of Dunamis International Gospel Center trained as a medical doctor at the University of Jos, Plateau State, Nigeria. Known for his compassionate care, he practiced medicine until he felt led to a different kind of healing, which is spiritual transformation. In 1996, he and his wife Becky, also a medical doctor, founded Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja, Nigeria. Starting with a small congregation, the church grew exponentially. In 2018, he commissioned the Glory Dome, a 100-seat auditorium, one of the largest in Africa. Paul Enenche's fiery sermons, healing services, and emphasis on holiness have positioned Dunamis as a spiritual force in Nigeria and beyond. Pastor Paul Adefarasin. Paul Adefarasin of House on the Rock studied architecture at the University of Miami and worked in urban planning in Florida, United States of America. Though successful in his profession, he also served as a volunteer youth pastor, indicating an early pull toward ministry. In 1990, he returned to Nigeria and briefly pastored in London. A visa delay in 1994 led him to remain in Nigeria, where he founded House on the Rock in Lagos, Nigeria. His ministry became widely known for the Experience, an annual gospel concert that attracts millions from all over the world. Paul Adefarasin blends intellect with charisma, and his church remains a beacon of urban Christians in Nigeria and abroad. Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Sam Adeyemi of Daystar Christian Center earned a degree in civil engineering from the University of Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. He worked in construction and project management before a spiritual calling redirected his path. In 1995, he founded Daystar Christian Center, targeting professionals and urban families seeking practical and transformational teachings. His emphasis on leadership and personal growth led to the creation of the Daystar Leadership Academy and Excel Conference, drawing national and international attention. Today, Daystar is a major ministry with a strong online presence and wide-reaching influence. Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin of Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry began his career working in a chemist shop and later ventured into trading and entrepreneurship. In 2010, he founded Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. His ministry grew rapidly due to his focus on miracles, deliverance, and charity. Known for his generous giving, ranging from food to hospital bill payments, Omoto Fufeyin also launched Mercy TV, which amplified his influence across the Niger Delta region of Nigeria and beyond. His church became a spiritual hub for many seeking healing and financial breakthrough. Pastor Chris Okotie. Before his pastoral calling, Chris Okotie of Household of God Church was a pop music star in the 1980s. With hits like I Need Someone and Carolina, he dominated Nigeria's music scene. He also studied law at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Enugu State, Nigeria. In 1987, at the height of his fame, he abandoned music to establish the Household of God Church International Ministries in Lagos, Nigeria. Known for his intellectual and eloquent sermons, Chris Okotie blended charisma with theology. Although his church is not as large as some mega churches, his persona and political involvement have kept him in the public eye. Apostle Johnson Suleman. Johnson Suleman of Omega Fire Ministries was a businessman and a self-made teenage millionaire, earning wealth by transporting cocoa produce from his state to northern Nigeria. Despite his financial success, a divine encounter redirected him to ministry. In 2004, he founded Omega Fire Ministries in Auchi, Edo State, Nigeria. His style is prophetic, bold, and often controversial. His services are marked by miracles, healing, and prophetic declarations. Through Celebration TV, his messages now reach a global audience. Omega Fire Ministries has branches in multiple countries, and Suleman remains one of Nigeria's most outspoken preachers. Pastor Daniel Kolawole Olukoya. Daniel Kolawole Olukoya of Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries was a distinguished scientist and professor holding a first-class degree in microbiology from the University of Lagos, Akoka, Lagos, Nigeria, and a PhD in molecular genetics from the University of Reading, United Kingdom. He taught at the Nigerian Institute of Medical Research, published over 70 scientific papers, and served as an external examiner at universities before founding Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries in 1989, noted for its intense prayer and deliverance focus. Bishop Chris Kwakpovwe. With a degree in pharmacy from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria, Chris Kwakpovwe of Manna Prayer Mountain Ministry Worldwide practiced pharmacy before entering full-time ministry in 1992. He later founded Manna Prayer Mountain Ministry and became well known as the author of the daily devotional Our Daily Manna. Reverend Dr. Abel Ukachi Amadi. Before rising to lead one of Nigeria's largest Pentecostal denominations, Reverend Dr. Abel Ukachi Amadi of the Assemblies of God Church began his career as an accounts clerk at A.S. Ashamu Group of Companies in Lagos, Nigeria. He later received a divine call into ministry in 1981, which led him to theological training at the Assemblies of God Divinity School of Nigeria. In November 2022, he was elected as the General Superintendent of Assemblies of God Nigeria, becoming the top spiritual and administrative head of the church. He is known for his passion for missions, education, and church revival. Pastor Joshua Selman. Joshua Selman of Eternity Network International earned a degree in chemical engineering from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Kaduna State, Nigeria, and began preaching while still a student, organizing Bible studies and sharing the gospel with peers. He briefly worked as an engineer upon graduation, but soon transitioned into full-time ministry. In March 2011, he founded Eternity Network International, also known as Koinonia Global, first in Zaria and later expanded to Abuja. His ministry is widely known for its focus on spiritual intimacy, prayer, revelatory teaching, and young adult revival. Bro Gbile Akanni. Gbile Akanni of Living Seed Ministry studied at the University of Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria, and began his early career as a teacher during his National Youth Service in Benue State, Nigeria. Although trained in education, he soon shifted focus to Christian discipleship. He later founded the Living Seed Ministry, known for his in-depth Bible teaching and commitment to raising true disciples across denominations. Bro Gbile Akanni is respected for his quiet, non-denominational approach and his annual ministers' retreats that draws thousands from across Nigeria. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. I'm indeed very grateful. Please kindly like the video, subscribe to my channel, and tell me how you feel about this video. Kindly click on the bell icon so that when I post a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. You can also watch any of my other videos by clicking on any of the links on the screen. before they disappear. You may kindly share this video if you can. Until my next video, stay blessed.